Hey everyone. It's been a minute since I've been on my YouTube channel, but feeling really called and inspired to start doing more messages on here. I have my podcast, but I feel like this is just a bigger way to get in touch with people. And so if you're new here, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome. The message I'm getting today is you may be someone who has gone through quite a shift as of recently. Someone who really has seen and had to let go of, you've really had to face all pieces of yourself. All pieces of yourself on a level that maybe you haven't shown people before. Maybe you haven't accessed within yourself before. This feels new. This feels like some new energy. And it's funny because they're showing me the spiral, which is also funny because it's tattooed in my hand. And how it's like this unraveling of a thread. And it's funny because I see it going inwards, but then I'm also seeing you being like the holder of the base of the thread in the center of it. And it's unraveling from you. And you're in this period where things are unraveling, and maybe it may feel a little turbulent, may feel a little chaotic, may feel like maybe you just can't get your footing, is what I'm hearing. Now I'm seeing someone kind of slip across a soapy wet floor. But it's almost like when you're slipping and you're like trying to get your feet under you, but they just keep slipping out. Like that's what it feels like right now. And this slippery in between time is you're meant to meet it with love if you haven't already. Because you're right on time. It may feel like you're slip sliding all over the place. You're like, where the fuck do I even go? But right here, right now in this moment, like this is where you're supposed to be. This is where you're supposed to be. And that slippery feeling may or may not have been something that you have dealt with before, but it's serving you in this season that you're in right now, even if it doesn't feel like it, even if it feels like, oh my God, I can't get my head out of my ass. I can't figure out left from right, whatever it is, whatever your worries are. Like, you are getting your footing, even when you may feel like you're not. You are. I'm seeing someone come through with like a pole for you to stabilize on. So you might be receiving help at this time, or it might just be a sign for you to ask for help or let help find you and make its way into your realm rather than pushing it away. That's what it is. You might be someone who's pushed away help before, thinking that maybe it made you weak, or that it made you somehow less of a person to ask for help, or maybe that meant that you weren't as strong. But really, we're meant to ask for help. And also know that help is there for us. Like, it doesn't mean that we're weak. It doesn't mean we're any less strong, that we can't handle the things that we used to. Confirmation from the sneeze inside the house. You might also be someone who gets distracted easily. But I feel like it's not even so much distraction. It's just your awareness has really peaked. You are very aware of all the things going on around you because you are so present in your reality. There it is. You have shifted and molded and changed, and so has your environment. And you've had this new awareness, if you will, this present feeling that is really anchoring you. Like, I'm seeing an anchor go to the bottom of the ocean. Like, this is really, really, truly anchoring you. And through this awareness and being present and whatnot, that is what's drawing this new reality into you, whether you realize it or not. You might have itchy skin. My skin is really itchy right now. You might be someone, or you might be having some issues with your root chakra, because it's like My rear end is all itchy. Like all the way down the back of my legs. Again, with the distractions, like there might be things that are coming in to distract you on your path right now. And you're not seeing them as distractions. You're just seeing them as present moments, if you will. You are, yeah, you're not seeing them as distractions. You're just seeing it as your life unfolding. As I say that, there's a robin that just caught my eye that flew up to the tree next to me. And I feel like these things that feel like they're distractions, like they're taking you off your path, they're actually putting you're like being rerouted onto a different path because you've shifted this thing within you. I just got done making a video about how going through this shift really has, made you see things from a different light. You've really, excuse me, you're not taking life so seriously anymore because you realize that mental prison that you have kept yourself in, that was created by you. And that no one is coming to save you from that mental prison except yourself. And that life does not need to be taken so seriously. In fact, it's meant to be fun. It's meant to be playful. It's meant to be joyous. Like, yes, you are meant to feel the full spectrum of emotions, but it's not meant to be this hellbent game where things are hard all the time and you feel like you can't get your ass out from your head, figure your head out from your ass, whatever the saying is, And because you are finding this more playful state, it's allowing you to access deeper parts of yourself that you have not accessed before. Or if you have, it's been a very, very long time. It's almost like these pieces, I'm seeing like puzzle pieces, were lost for a long time. God, guys, my skin is so itchy. Oh my God. This is insane. Oh, it's so itchy. It's so itchy. I feel like you're also, because of this awareness and this presence that you have, you're really dropping, this is coming from dropping deeper and deeper into your body and into your home, your physical vessel, your safe space, right? I've been seeing videos everywhere talking about how when you hear birds or bird song or anything, it's because it's safe. Birds sing when it's safe, right? It's almost like they're not a mating call, but that's their joy, right? Like, they're safe. Why do we not sing more when we feel safe? There's a fun option to play with. It's funny because I pulled the Nightingale card from the Animal Spirit deck this morning, and it was talking about how music and singing is like, and writing, poetry, and all these things is part of the journey, right? And you might be a creator, you might be an artist, you might be a music producer, whoever you are, or you might just like to write poems like me. I'm also meant to be creating music too, but which I do, but writing poetry was my gateway to that. And it's part of like our divine feminine nature, and masculine energy can do this too, but I feel like we've gotten so far away and so like into our material realm that we have to have all the things and do all the things. But like the life's simple pleasures and joys are singing, playing, dancing, writing, painting, doing things that are calming for your nervous system. There's the other little nugget. You're shifting into this era of doing things for you, doing things that are calming and healing for your nervous system. You're just going deeper and deeper down the safety rabbit hole, my friend, and that's beautiful. And I'm really proud of you because we live in a world that makes us feel like we have to be a certain way or do a certain thing in order to achieve success or to achieve a dream, or that we have to chase things rather than attract them. Like, chasing is not in the divine feminine nature. Queen does not chase. She attracts. She sits on her throne and she attracts everything in. Because she knows that it'll just come to her. Whatever's meant for her will never pass her by. Because you've taken time to slow down. I'm hearing we're proud of you. I'm proud of you. We're proud of you. Because slowing down is not easy, especially in a hustle culture, in a fast-paced culture where we're meant to go, go, go and do, and we're coming out of that wounded masculine energy that our society has lived in for so long. I know for myself personally, I have very much been in my wounded masculine for a very long time. And what is that they're saying? That's not the way to play the game. It's not the way to play the game, my friends. Running and chasing and going and doing rather than being. That divine nature that you came here with to just be. That is enough. And I know that may be hard for some people to hear because I've been there. And it's been very, very difficult for me over the past couple of years. It's been a long journey of shedding these layers upon layers upon layers of myself. That's like, I just like kept running into a storm, a shitstorm of needing to do and proving myself. And I heard somewhere yesterday that was talking about how that thing that you want so bad, right? Ask yourself why. Why do you want it? Do you want it, whether this is a thing for you or a thing to do? Do you want to do it? Do you get to do it? Or are you doing it out of forcing? Is it coming from an ego perspective of, I need to do this in order to achieve X, Y, Z? Because guys, when you slow down and you follow those nudges, 1, 2, 3, 4 on my clock. Those nudges that just like creep up on you and you're like, well, where'd you come from? To know so deeply that those will be provided to you at the exact right time in the exact right space that they are supposed to. And that in slowing down, you're actually speeding up because those things will flow to you and you'll take action on them when you're called to. And then you'll let them go. It's not waking up to a 9 to 5, going and clocking in on someone else's fucking dime. It's a slower way of life, and that is the way that we are moving to. We're moving out of this masculine-driven culture to a more slow-down period. Rest, ease, enjoyment, fulfillment. Because life is meant to be joyful. Life is meant to... Again, it's that slow down to speed up process, which doesn't make any sense to the logical mind. But if you get it, you get it. Because in the slowing down, you're actually expanding. You're expanding. I'm seeing like a supernova, right? Also funny because of that. If you're watching this, you may have gone through something recently where it was like this really big peak. And supernovas, stars that blow up and then they just disappear. I'm kind of seeing you may very well have blown up your old life or an old identity is what I'm hearing. You could be going through an ego death. Any or all the above. But that all this felt like a supernova. It was like all this pressure and it built and blew up. And now it's gone. And now something new can take its place when it's meant to. Because you've made that space. You've let go of those pieces of yourself. And yeah, we're not here to eradicate the ego for the rest of our time. But there are some things that need to be put to rest. Put to bed. That can't come forward with you. Because there's no space. And in the process of all this death and rebirth, I'm hearing you haven't taken a minute to take a beat, to really like sit down and look at all that you've created, all that's happened in your life. Now's the time. Showing me a like very reflective lake where it's just still. And in that stillness, you're able to reflect and see everything that's happened, everything that you've created, everything that led you to this now and here moment. Take a minute to sit with that, because those versions of you that thought life was so hard, that maybe thought the universe was after them or someone else was out to get them, or you've shifted. You've shifted into this calm state of being where things don't rattle you. They don't rattle your cage like they used to. And that's a really fucking special place to be. I hope you know that. Because when you can get to that inner sovereignty, that inner knowing, that inner feeling of groundedness and stillness, nothing can happen to you. It's like you're, in a way, you're the eye of the storm. And whatever's going on around you does not dictate what's going on in here, because you realize that you are in control. This is what we have control over. Our physical vessel, our emotions, our reactions, our projections, that's what we have control over. And everything else is just a mirror of what's going on within. And when you can get to that place of stillness, and we'll see like when a tidal wave kind of smooths out and just whoosh. That's what this feels like. And I feel like the more that you can slow down, again, it's that slow down to speed up concept. 1717 on my clock for someone. What is that song I'm hearing? Is it You Can't Rush Your Healing by Trevor Hall? Time's not running out. You're really running in. You may be someone that resonates with feeling like they're running out of time, but honey, you're just running in. You're just running in. Other than the fact that time isn't real anyways, but you're really running in. It's just getting started. And you know that phrase, it's all downhill from here. I heard it's all uphill from here, but like not in an uphill battle sort of way. It's like, you know what they're showing me in The Price is Right? What is it? There's the one where it's like there's a guy climbing up a mountain, and it's like tick, 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 till he gets to the top and then he falls off the mountain. Like, I don't remember what the name of the game is, but that's what it feels like right now. But you're collecting things as you're on your way up. You're really learning to enjoy the journey, that it's not all about the destination. Like, yes, there's going to be big destinations along the way, but enjoying the journey, stopping to smell the roses, really, truly slowing down, eating that bite of your snack and tasting how juicy that freaking peach. I don't know why peaches just came to mind. Peaches might be significant for someone, but Georgia peach. You bite into that peach and it's the juiciest fucking peach of your life, and you're like, this is why I came here. To stand here on this trail in the middle of the forest, to stare off into the distance, eating that juicy peach. Like, that is a moment that you can transport to. Hearing the birds as they soar through the trees. That peach juice that just starts dripping down the side of your cheek because it's the most delicious peach you've ever tasted. You just take a look around and go, holy hell. Because these are the things that no one talks about, guys. Your outer environment is just a mirror of your inner. And the more that you can slow down and take that all in, the more the universe will provide that for you. Because it's in those deep moments of gratitude where your energy goes, it flows. Where your attention goes, your energy flows. That's how they say it. And just know, I'm seeing like a little baby chick be cradled in some hands. Know that you are so guided and so protected and so loved and so held. Not only now, but this is like an all the time thing. Like even in those moments when you're like, I'm not good enough, or those pesky old thoughts come up and you're like, God, I should be doing more. What if that's not the answer? What if the answer is to slow down and take a deep breath? What if it is to do an energy check-in with yourself and see where you're at before you go off and do the next thing? What if you just sat down and took a deep breath, for fuck's sake? And actually, while we're here, let's do it together, because why not, right? You've sat through 21 minutes of this already. What's a couple more seconds? So I take a nice big deep inhale. Really bring that breath really down deep into the bottom of your belly and hold it. If you feel like you need to sway or move your hips, whatever feels comfortable for you, and let that breath go. Take another inhale. And exhale. And what the hell, might as well do one more while we're at it. I think the birds were happy that we did that. Because see, the thing is, guys, we're all nature. We all come from Earth, from that soil that you walk on. That's where we come from. And again, your outer environment mirrors your inner. And if you're sitting here watching this and you're like, well, fuck, my environment is messy as shit. That's your sign. That's your sign to turn inward. What's going on in here? Because not that you have to organize everything and put it in boxes, but by God, declutter it. Let go of the things that are no longer serving you to make space. I know it's uncomfy to let go of things, but guys, the more that you can detach, and granted, this is coming from the queen of detachment, because I have literally given up everything to be where I am. And those things that used to get me down bad in my head all the time, they're like little wisps, if anything, anymore. Because I took the time to sit with what was going on in here and realizing that I was making it harder on myself. I was creating the cage. But it doesn't have to be like that. It doesn't have to be like that. You get to be cageless. You get to be cage-free. Run wild like the freaking chickens. Because it doesn't have to all be so hard. It really doesn't. And the sooner that we can realize that, especially as a collective, the quicker things will shift. Ooh, double burp confirmation. Oh, triple confirmation for someone. And you know what? We love that. Taking that as a sign that you've likely shifted And if you have, congratulations, welcome to the other side of it. And if you're still in the in-between, that's okay. There's no rush. Just be where you are. Be in the sticky, icky gooiness if you have to for just a little bit longer. There's something for you there that I can promise you. And just know that you would never be given anything that you couldn't handle. Not in a million years. But you've shifted into a really beautiful energy, and I'm really, really proud of you. But this is your permission to slow down, to rest, to reflect. That's coming home to yourself. Being in those moments of stillness and reflecting on all that you've gone through. And know that the shift didn't happen for no reason. There's always a reason. Everything happens for a reason. But know that this shift was the catalyst to the next biggest chapter of your life, to the start of a new life, a new timeline, the birth of a new timeline that you haven't lived before. And because you stay anchored and rooted and grounded in your knowing and your feeling, that's what's going to carry you forward. So here's your permission to slow down, to be with yourself, to love yourself, even in the moments when it's hard. But know that the shift was meant for you. And I'm just so excited for you. I'm so excited for you. I'm sending you so much love.